It's the end of the week, which could mean only one thing: let's talk games. I hope you've been having a great week. I hope you've been able to relax a bit, play some games, jump on that console of choice, and just have a bit of fun. Today, I'm going to tell you what I've been playing and doing this past week, along with some gaming news that stood out to me, and I can't wait to just jump right in. This past week, I got Clubhouse Games from the Nintendo Switch, picked it up at Walmart for a discounted price. Walmart's near me, that's what they do, so you can get it a bit cheaper. I saw that it was on sale on the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo's New Year sale. I decided that might as well go pick up a physical copy. I've been wanting to play a lot of board games and card games, it's just that I didn't have access to a lot of those. I pretty much got rid of all my board games and card games throughout the years, but I've had a hankering to get all of them in one place, and of course Clubhouse Games has 51 different games. It's whopping, it's crazy, it's a big variety, so no matter what you want to play, whether it's Yahtzee, Sorry, chess, a bunch of card games, I mean, it's all in here and it's a bunch of fun. I will definitely be putting up videos talking about Clubhouse Games and different games in this package and my impressions of it. So far, so good. I'm loving Mancala. I already have a video that's going to be coming up next week about this. I've never played this game. It's a game I've always seen, and it's just a blast to play. So Clubhouse Games is a great addition to anyone's Nintendo Switch library that I am digging so far. I'm going to play a lot more of it. And of course, if you watch my previous Let's Talk Games, or if you've just been watching videos on my channel, you'll see that I played a visual novel called Shadows of New York, or Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York is the full title, for Steam PC. I got it in the Humble Choice bundle for January 2021, and I went ahead and played through that entire adventure. It is a vampire visual novel about a woman named Julia, who is a journalist who gets fired from her job and then becomes a vampire pretty much in short order at the beginning of the game. That's how the game opens up, and then it's just this adventure, a murder mystery, who killed a certain vampire, a head honcho in town, and it's up to you to figure it out by interacting with all these cool characters, and it was a blast to play. I don't play too many visual novels, but this one, it was pretty cool. I love the music, the art direction, everything about it, and I'm glad that I got to put in about 5 hours. It's not too long, it doesn't overstay its welcome, and I definitely recommend this game to anyone looking for a visual novel. I don't know if it's on Nintendo Switch. I know it's on various other platforms, but if you have access to it, go ahead and try it because it was a lot of fun. And speaking of Humble Choice games that I've been playing, I played this game called Minoria. It's an interconnected adventure game, also known as a Castlevania, about nuns and witches and dark versus light. I'm going to have gameplay footage of that as well as its own video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but Minoria is available on Switch, on PC, and various other platforms. I haven't played a game like Minoria in a while, so if I do have time, I will definitely want to finish this adventure. And the final thing I want to talk about, my gaming week, it's Kirby Star Allies. I've been putting up playthrough videos. I hope you're enjoying it if you're watching. If not, please go ahead and do it. Go right now. Wait, not right now. Wait until I'm finished with this Let's Talk Games, and then go ahead and watch it, because Kirby Star Allies is my first modern mainline Kirby game that I played in a long time, probably since Kirby's Epic Yarn, and it's good. It's a good feeling getting back into this. I mean, I grew up on Kirby for NES. I grew up on Kirby on Super Nintendo and the Game Boy. So coming back to it and finding all these new abilities that they may have added over the years, or for this entry, has been a lot of fun. I'm really digging the spider copy ability where you can make webs and jump up and shoot webbing. It's like your Spider Kirby, and there's so much to enjoy in this. I'm really digging where this is going, and I can't wait to see where we end up. So that's going to do it for my gaming week. Of course, in the comments, let me know about your gaming week. What kind of games have you been playing? What kind of adventures have you been going on in these games? I would love to know and read all about it. But now let's move on to gaming news that have piqued my interest that I wanted to share with you. The Mortal Kombat reboot movie has finally got a release date and some screenshots, and it looks way better than I thought it was going to be. I still remember watching the first Mortal Kombat movie in the 90s on, I think, pay-per-view at home. My mom got it for us, and then we watched the sequel in theaters. And I can still remember a woman in the front row when Sub-Zero came on the screen. She started clapping. She said, "Go, Iceman, go!" And I'm like, Iceman, that's great. Wrong movie, but in the right direction. So now all those memories of past Mortal Kombat's come flooding back as I see that the Mortal Kombat reboot movie, live action reboot movie is coming to theaters and HBO Max on April 16th. I will definitely be plunking down my $15 USD to watch this in the comfort and safety of my home. And I can't wait for that just because the screenshots look pretty cool. I mean, there's Sub-Zero. It looks like there's going to be some more origin stories. You got Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Sonya, Jax. You got all these different, mainstay characters that you would expect from Mortal Kombat. And hopefully this is done really, really well. And crossing my fingers, crossing my toes. But I can't wait to watch another MK movie just right around the corner. And I had to share this with you. This next news article just made me crack up. It's hilarious. Monster Hunter Rise bug for the demo. If you download the demo, there's a good chance that you might experience some lag, like the game slows down or whatnot. I haven't experienced it, but it was definitely funny because for a multiplayer game to have this bug, it's mind blowing. So what is the bug? If you have too many friends on your friend list, there might be some slowdown when you're playing with friends, when you're playing online, when you're playing the game. You might experience the game bogged down, the frame rate lowers, lag. And I just thought that was hilarious, where it's like, wait a minute, the more friends you have, the more slowdown it gets. So if you have no friends, then you're able to play online with friends without a hitch, without any kind of slowdown. Capcom says that they're aware of this bug and that for the final release for Monster Hunter Rise, that's definitely going to be taken care of. But just remember, if you have a lot of friends, then you might experience some kind of slowdown, some kind of lag when you're playing the demo. And I forgot to mention this last week, but Next Level Games, the developers, I should say, of Luigi's Mansion 3 for Nintendo Switch, that's their most recent game, as well as Punch-Out for Wii, among other games. The company has been bought by Nintendo, so they're officially completely owned by Nintendo, which is really cool. They've been working close with Nintendo for years, and this is only good things, and they're actually hiring more people, so that's just really cool. I can't wait to see what this company, what Next Level Games has to offer. So what other classic Nintendo franchises or maybe new properties will they develop next? I'm excited. The future's bright for that company, and I give everyone their well wishes and congratulations on becoming one step closer to Nintendo. Resident Evil Village. We just had the announcement that in May 7th, the game will be released. I have been a Resident Evil fan, maybe not since 25 years. It's 25 years anniversary of Resident Evil this year, but I've been playing since Resident Evil 2, so maybe like in 1998, 1999, somewhere around there, whenever the Resident Evil, I think it was like DualShock. It was like $20. I remember going to EB Games and buying the PlayStation CD jewel case, coming back home and playing it on my PlayStation, and just being immersed in this brand new world that I've loved ever since, and buying the remakes and all the other games on GameCube. So definitely a huge fan. I haven't been able to play a lot of the recent games, and so I have a lot of Resident Evil to catch up on, but I still pay attention to game news, and this is really big. This is the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil being celebrated in 2021, and it's a very big deal. Every, I think, franchise game and developers and studios could, only wish for their games to last a quarter of a century. And Resident Evil is finally doing that with a brand new game, Resident Evil Village. I didn't really watch a lot of the showcase that they had today, a video showcasing all these new features of it. I watched the bits and pieces of it that did not have to do with necessarily the gameplay or the story. So it looks good from what I saw, what I did watch. And of course, there's going to be a Resident Evil multiplayer mode called RE-Verse, which is like a versus battle game for online that has like cel-shaded graphics, visuals, as well as utilizing characters from the Resident Evil universe, like Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, Leon Kennedy, you got Jill Valentine, you got all these main characters all in one place. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a casual competitive romp that I definitely can enjoy. And it's going to be free for owners of Resident Evil Village. So that is available to watch on, I believe, Capcom's YouTube channel, the Resident Evil Showcase. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give it a watch. I cannot wait. And hopefully I'll be able to catch up on freaking like 6 Resident Evil games. Like I played all the way up to 5. I still have 6 and the 2 remakes pretty much to play in 7. Let's see if I can knock that out of the park. Probably not, but it's always good to see new entries in games that I grew up and loved. And finally, for all you strategy role-playing game fans like myself and DISGAEA fans, DISGAEA 6 is a brand new trailer that's of course coming out for Nintendo Switch in the West, and I believe it's also coming out for PlayStation 4 in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I know I am gonna get it on Nintendo Nintendo Switch, and I can't wait to play it. But there is a character trailer that came out showcasing the characters and a little bit of the story in this game, and it just looks wacky, it looks over the top, it looks what you can expect from DISGAEA and this kind of game, where you have these colorful, over the top, underworld characters all going on this crazy journey pretty much to save the world. So check out that trailer if you haven't already and enjoy it. Well, so that's what I've been playing, and that's the kind of news that I've been interested in this past week. I hope you enjoyed listening to my video game adventures and my most interesting pieces of tidbits from this past week. And of course, I'm going to end it like I guess I always do. This is the second time, but I'm going to end it with asking you a question. And it's going to kind of pertain to the playthrough that I'm doing, which is Kirby Star Allies. So right now, I want you to leave in the comments, what is your favorite Kirby copy ability? What is your favorite Kirby ability? Right now, I'm enjoying Spider, but I can hop around like I mentioned earlier. I can be Spider Kirby, which is really cool, but there's also UFO, beam, laser, fire. There's so many sword. Countless abilities. I know we all have our favorites, and I am asking you today this very important question. What is your favorite? Please leave it in the comments. I would love to read about it, and that's going to do it. So have a great weekend. Play a lot of games. Rest up. Relax. Do what you want to do this weekend. Again, life's all about hard work and a lot of fun, and gaming's a part of that, especially if gaming is a big hobby of yours like it is mine. I love it, and it's one of my hobbies my entire life that I love talking about, sharing my interests with like-minded people like you. So as always, thanks for joining the party. Listen to me ramble, and I'll see you in the next exciting Let's Talk Games video.